Hey there, fellow marketers, Professor Wolters here, and today what we're going to be talking about is, well, first off, we're going to be continuing our discussion on customer journey mapping, but now what we're going to do is really look at how the digital first side of things, like how people are taking their phones out to search and searching online on their tablets and their computers, they're doing that first before they buy anything. We're going to see how that digital first really influences the customer journey and how we can use that as a customer, because really what we have to do is we have to realize we really need to make digital marketing a priority in our outreach to our customers. Because think about it, like no one's going to the store first. They're looking things up online. They're seeing like ads show up on the website, or I mean, how have you scrolled through things on Instagram or whatever and you see an ad on there? There's that, right? And so we have to think about those because we never know where customers are in their journey. Are they in the I'm about to buy phase? Are they in the search phase? Are they in the I wonder what's out there discovery phase? We don't know where they are. So we need to have that information out there to answer those questions at each one of those stops, because you don't know if someone's really like, hey, I'm finally making that decision between that Sony and that Canon camera. What I need to know who has the flip back screen so I can see myself while I film myself. Like that could be something they want to have. They want to know. That's why you're going to put that information out there. That's why you'll see so many videos and so many, like on Amazon, they'll have, here's a camera from this side and this side and this side and this side and open and closed and all this stuff so people can see that. Because we don't know if people are just searching for what if or they're making that final decision. So we need to make sure we have our digital assets in place in all the places. So that means having your website set up that people can buy, that they can research, having those social media feeds, make sure you're analyzing the reviews, letting people have reviews, see what's going on, answer questions, all those kind of things, that can really help out. And what you have to realize is as customers are always online, there's always a chance that they might stumble onto you during their customer journey. So why not make it easier for them to find out about you instead of hiding that? That's why I always find it frustrating with these service companies that are like, oh, call for a quote or call for more information. I'm like, I understand you want people to call in, but people don't want to call in. Like, I mean, how many of you right now, like, I just want to, if I could text them, that'd be great. Like, I don't want to have any physical talkie, okay? You see that. And so we need to make sure we're out there giving that needed information at each step of that customer's journey. And the thing is when you're adding that content out there, remember, content is always king. So what is the king of content at each one of those points? What is, when we want to build awareness of our product, what's the content that's going to be most important? When people are trying to discover and learn more about our products, what kind of content's important for that? When it comes to purchasing, what content is helpful for there? We really want to make sure we have stuff that's out there. So that's why if we're in the awareness phase, when people are trying to, just kind of find out what's there, or, oh, hey, that's something I never thought about, that's where you're going to see these random ads you might put out there about your product. That's that scrolling through Instagram going, oh, I never thought about buying a crazy Christmas sweater or a funny, Hawaiian shirt for the beach. I never thought about that. Like, you're building that awareness. So we need to have that. Hey, have you thought about this kind of product? Have you thought about this kind of issue you might have? Again, this is why you have to do all that research about your customers to know what are the things that are going to get them to stop and go, oh, wait, hey, I know what's going on here. I need something from this, right? And so you have to think about those things. Because what you'll see is in this awareness phase, your clients, and whether you're using personas or not or whatever, you'll see there's a certain problem they have, So like if I'm a university, hey, look, we need to buy a new computer system, or if you're a family, oh, we need to get a new dishwasher, right? There's this issue that's out there that I know I have to do. And so I'm just trying to gain awareness of what's going on. Like, what is important in a dishwasher? Like, what do I need in a dishwasher? Or for a university, what do we need in our computer system? What's out there? And that's where we could help on our customer journey. Hey, are you a family of 5 that's looking to, get all your dishes done without anybody crying? Well, the new Turbo Kitchen Master 7000 will even eat bones. So your kids don't know to take the stuff off. It's okay, throw it all in there. But be careful, because if the dog gets caught, it's not going to be good. You're like, what? But the thing is, they're making it aware that, oh, if you have all this stuff, oh, that might be one I want, because I don't know about you, but my kids, but I know my kids, like, dude, like, you can't put the whole bowl of Cheerios in the thing, okay? You got to dump the Cheerios out, rinse a bowl, and then put it in, all right? And so you kind of look at those things. And so we want to make sure that we have information out there, content out there that's going to help people become aware of our product, right? So you have that on that part of their customer journey. But then when you have what's called the discovery phase, when they're actively searching for alternatives, right? This is when you're going to be paying for that search engine optimization stuff, the things that's out there. So you might see, like I'm searching, you know, best vacation destinations, and then the ads pop up. Oh, Florida, Hawaii, and Italy, like visit Italy, whatever. Those things come up. You might do that. So then they find you that way. They discover you that way. So that's why it's really important that when you're putting out your information about, for example, you know, cameras, right? And so it's like, oh, best camera for vloggers, right? Best camera for YouTubers. You might have a blog on that. You might have posts on that. You might have influencers, right? Making videos with your camera and saying, I love this camera. And so they do those things, right? And so that helps people discover it more. And so here, some of the questions you might want to answer in that customer journey is, hey, what are my options? What could I get? And so for example, Sony or Canon, they'll have 10 different cameras on offer. Like, oh, for the on-the-go person, there's this. For the active person, there's this. For the person that wants to get up close and personal with a hummingbird and see individual flapped wings, there's this. And so they kind of lay that out there. You know, that's going to be good content for there. And that's why when you're moving to the next phase, you're kind of looking at the considerations, kind of debating what you're going to buy and stuff like that. Again, you're putting more in-depth information. Oh, we have these interchangeable lenses. We have this kind of battery in there. We have those kind of things. So you're really laying out more of the stuff because that's what the content's going to be very helpful for them. And then when you look at the purchasing side of it, what is good content for purchasing? It's a website that's easy to use to buy, because if you make it difficult for people to figure out how to purchase your product, like, where do I go here? I mean, that's one thing. I mean, obviously I figured out how to order the pizza online, right? But the thing is, there's one place I order from a lot. It's called Jimmy John's. It's a sandwich shop. And the thing is, like, I'll do my stuff and I'll order for my kids and stuff. And I'm like, where's the order button? Where's the like send order? I don't know what it is. I have to scroll down to the very bottom. It says place order. I'm like, dude, like, place order needs to be right on the side, staying there. Like, you're done, good, go. Because the more difficult you make it for people to actually purchase, the less likely they're going to buy, right? So you have to think about that. But also, what might be helpful here is in that customer journey, look at the different ways that your customers actually do purchase the product. Do they buy it online? Do they want to call somebody up? You want to give them all those different options. I mean, I remember when, I think it was Domino's, I'm pretty sure it was Domino's, they actually had it that you could actually order on Twitter. Like, you'd sign up and you're like, pepperoni pizza at Domino's, pepperoni pizza, you know, big fat guy for large, I don't know, whatever. But they had that, so people want to order that way. They did that. And so you let people know those different options to buy. Because sometimes it's really easy. I mean, think about it. How many of you, when you ordered pizza, you see that like Papa John's or the Domino's or the Pizza Hut thing, it says status of your order. It's like being prepared, put in the oven. You're like, out for delivery. Oh, I need to pay attention now. They do that, and that's content that's adding value. It gets people to be on there, but also it helps that customer journey because it adds value. Because I see, oh, it's still in the oven. Okay, I can take a shower real quick. Or if it's in delivery, oh man, I got to put some pants on. Uh-oh. I mean, you got to think about these things, right? And so you kind of put these things together and you really start to see how that digital first influence that's out there is really vital in your customer journey mapping. So make sure you're paying attention to all those things, okay? Because it can really add value, make it easier for people to buy your product and find your product and learn more about it. So make sure you're putting the information out there to help those clients make decisions at each step of the way. All right, so I hope that helps you know a bit more about customer journey mapping and how digital influences can kind of come in there. And I wish you all the best. Bye.